Hello everyone, this is Jamerica 5288 and this is my trade for Wig 2023. So my eggplant and my tomato plants have their secondary leaves. They need to go into pots. I've also sprouted some celery. And fungus gnats are in my house, so I'm gonna have to eventually, I don't know about this challenge because I can't deal with fungus gnats and I don't want an indoor grow tent because I watched some of those videos and there's some bad things associated with indoor grow tents. So I am going to plant these, okay? Just a second. And I am back. So this is the tray that I started for Wig Winter Indoor Gardening 2023. I have to say that things have not turned out well for Wig 2023. I had a lot of stuff dampen off. I have some. I'm just trying to get 2 of each plant for the challenge. So here is my beefsteak tomatoes, and I'm glad these are growing because these do not develop well in the Texas heat. So I need to start them early. And then something that I never had success with before, eggplant. There they are. This right here, these are celery. I'm gonna leave these in here because they don't have enough leaves on it for my liking right now. And plus I have some little ones showing up down there. This one right here, I'm glad it's coming back, Black Magic Kale. There's 2 more that showed up and I'm happy because they dampened off. So I'm gonna leave them in this tray until they get mature enough to handle their own, not like the other ones. The other ones were too small, I think. These look a lot stronger. So we're gonna replant the beefsteak tomatoes and the eggplant. We're gonna leave the celery and the Black Magic Kale in there and the rest of this. Artichokes haven't showed up, coffee hasn't showed up. I'm not sure what this is. I think this might be a weed from somewhere else or another seed that I planted. We'll see. I'm gonna leave that there for a while because you never know, it might be artichoke. So these 4 are what we're planting today. Eggplant and beefsteak tomatoes. So I have worked the soil. See how it doesn't crumble? It goes in clumps now. That's what you want. So we're gonna take our pot, gonna put some dirt in there or some soil, depending on who you're talking to. It doesn't matter to me. And we're gonna fill it halfway. Then we're gonna take our seedlings out, one of our seedlings out. This one looks like it has 2, but it's okay. I'm gonna take the seedling out, right? Get as much of the root as possible. And we're gonna fill this thing till you know that your seedling is gonna get sunlight. That's one of the things a lot of people miss. Do not bury this thing and shade it out. It'll become more leggy. Well, this one isn't leggy, so it'll become leggy if it's not leggy. You want the plant to be exposed to sunlight. And you also want it to be stable. So make sure you put enough dirt around it to make it stand up. You don't want it to fall over when you water it. Also, make sure you leave enough space on the top of the pot for you to water. You don't want to bring the soil all the way up to the top. Move this out of your way. So I have this one planted. And the thing with these plants is when you pull them out, you can smell it. See how I left enough, like a ½ inch in there? And my tomato plant is right there. Make sure you press it down lightly to get it seated in there. The soil is already wet. We made sure it was soil. So we've got one done. Let's get another pot. These pots were outside. I should have washed them off. I'm only human. I'm not a man. That's what the song says. All right. So we're going to put about half in there. Right? We're going to pull our little seedling out. It's always good to wait till your seedlings are strong when you transplant them because they go into transplant shock and get as much of the root as possible. Place it in here, right? And I can smell the tomato. It's like they bleed when you move them. So I'm gonna put some soil around here. And this is not recycled soil. This is fresh soil out of the bag. There we are. Isn't that pretty? That's number 2. I'm gonna back you up so you can see more. So we have 2 done, 2 to go. Get your soil that is already wet, put it in there, put it in your pot. And let's get our seedling out as gently as possible. Try to get as much of it as possible without damaging too much root or disturbing it too much. The less you disturb the root, the better the plant, better off the plant is. It doesn't go into shock as bad. May not go into shock at all if you get it all of the root. And you just put soil around it. Surround it with love. Love and happiness. And this is called good ground. Surrounded with good ground. So that is an eggplant. Here we are. My last eggplant is right here. And they say it's good for you to shake these plants because if they're outside, the wind shakes them and makes the stem, you know, stronger. When they're inside, they don't get exposed to the wind. And that's why some of them are quite weak. I didn't realize that until I was watching, I forget what gardener it is. And he was talking about the difference between starting seedlings indoors and outdoors. Outdoor plants are tougher because they get to shake because the wind blows them. And it makes them stronger, just like, you know, a baby crawling, or, you know, if you have a baby that's confined and not crawling, it's not going to learn, or their structure, their bone structure is not going to develop properly. Got to get out there and move. Same thing with plants. Plants have to move a little bit. Seedlings especially have to move a little bit because they're delicate. I'm not saying you're supposed to break them all apart, but they need to shake. You need to shake them every now and then. And I forget to do that, which is probably why these were so you know, weak. That's what it is, weak. If they don't get to move, it's like if we don't move, we become weak. Plants the same way. So just shake them every now and then. And you know, if it's pollination season, it helps the seed, you know, the plant to pollinate each other. Without pollinators, it just shakes some of the dust out. So there's the 2 eggplant, and there are the 2 beefsteak tomatoes. We're gonna put those in the windowsill and hope for the best, because this indoor gardening thing, I don't know, it's not as easy as it looks. I grow seedlings indoors, but I transfer them outside after a while. When they get this size, that's my dog. He hurt himself. And he's moaning, poor thing. I have to take him to the vet. More money. So there we are. We got all 4 of them done. My hands are super dirty. We're gonna leave these black magic kale, and we're gonna leave the celery in there for a while. But these are ready. These are good to go. They'll be in here for the next couple of months till they get big and healthy. Let's go. Wig 2023 on and popping. I might have to replant my orange Swiss chard and my black magic kale, unless I want to cheat, because I have some black magic kale and Swiss chard outside. But that's not the challenge, is it, America? No. Winners, you know, lose. What did they say? Cheaters never prosper. So I'm gonna try to do it again. That's all I can do. I planted another plat over there. So we'll see what happens to that. All I need is 2 of each. That's all I ask for. But if it's in God's will, it's in God's will. If it's not, it's not. So BT, I'll put that little stick there. plant my flag, and eggplant. Yay! Eggplant has never grown for me. This is my first. These are my first eggplant ever. They always, even when I was buying seedlings, they didn't make it. I don't think it likes the soil out here, so growing it in pots must be the way to go. We'll see. This is Jamerica 5288. I am so happy to be with you guys. I hope you all are having a blessed 2024. This is for week 2023. 2023 is over, but we started these in December of 2023. So that's it. I got 4 of those, 2 of each, just like I wanted. And I'll see if those stringy ones survive. We'll see. I hope you all take care of yourself. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna clean all this stuff up. Always make a mess. Always.